Hello everybody, thanks for tuning in. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. Andy, it's Monday, Impact Show.
Yes.
What have we got?
Okay, we're talking about the driver. We're going to show you guys how to hit this at the centre or even slightly at the toe. Let's take charge of your game.
Right then, it's time for the Impact Show. This is where we answer questions on your golf swing to help create more impact in your game.
Yes, if you want to get involved, guys, go to our social media channels, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter today and get involved. Post those questions on the topic and we could be answering your question.
Absolutely. And also, guys, make sure you check us out on Periscope and Snapchat. So download the app. Snapchat allows you to see what we do during the day behind the scenes, and Periscope allows you to see us live. Can they cope with that? Hopefully you can. So we can do all sorts of things, Q&As, we may be traveling. Just gives you, again, a little bit of an opportunity to interact with us.
Yes.
Right, so speaking of interaction, we've got a video to do today, haven't we?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a Facebook question from Anthony Altieri, and it's about heel strikes with the driver. So it is something that a lot of people overlook, the contact that they get on their clubs. Anthony may well be asking this question because the heel strikes are extreme. But so this is going to help you, this video will, but also you're going to find that a lot of people hit the ball at the heel, don't know it, and again, this drill will help identify that, because when you're hitting the ball out the heel, it's going to have an effect on the direction of the shot.
Definitely, yeah. So if you're heeling the ball for a right-handed golfer, it often causes that left to right spin. You know, and a lot of people just think it's maybe a path or a face problem. But, you know, that contact is so key just to produce that nice ball flight that we're after as well. I've
hit shots on the launch monitor that say they should be perfect, and they slice miles right.
I don't believe him.
Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll just explain quickly what we've got here so you can set this up, and then we'll explain a little bit about what can cause these heel strikes. So what have we got on the ground here, first of all?
So first of all, what we've got, if I can show you here, get my club next to the golf ball, we've got a head cover there just in front of the club head, very, very close, so that if I return the club back to sort of a heel position where I strike the golf ball, I want to strike the head cover. I'm actually going to move that in a touch closer.
I think that's a little bit easy for you.
You've made that easy, Pierce, there.
I think he's definitely made it easy himself.
So if I swing the club and it comes back further away, and if I strike the heel, that cover's going to be taken out there.
Yeah.
Now, what I've also got is an alignment stick about sort of 6 inches ahead of the ball, but about a foot back, roughly at the same angle as the shaft, and that's going to again help train a slightly better plane or path to help this sort of contact.
Which can absolutely make sense when we go through what we're going to be doing now, because of the reasons that this can happen. Let's just go through those, Andy.
Okay.
So set up first of all.
Right, first of all, posture, we know it's so important, you know, just creating this athletic posture. We always talk about it a lot. This nice neutral spine angle where we hinge from the hips, a softening of the legs where the weight's in the middle of the feet, really key, and then the arms just in this sort of very much hanging down, relaxed position. We don't want to see the weight too much on the heels or the toes, and we certainly don't want to see a poor spine angle with the arms sort of stretched out. Yeah. So a few key things there, Pierce, just this nice athletic posture. Use a mirror, you know, it's really going to help, but have an idea also, guys, where the weight is on the feet. Mine's roughly where those 3 stripes are there, really sort of grounded and feel ready to move from there.
Okay, just take your setup again if you could, please. Now, the other thing that you've got to look at as well, this is going to sound crazy, but make sure you're addressing it out of the centre, or make sure, should I say, you're not addressing it at the heel already. Now, when you've got a club like the driver, which is a lot longer, when you're looking at it, you can be addressing it what looks like out the centre, but can actually be out the heel. So Andy could be looking at it now, it feels out the centre for him. I put my head over here, and I can see that it's actually coming out of the heel. So that, again, is something worth looking at. Right, golf swing.
Okay, golf swing. Right, there's 2 things then that generally we see that cause this heel strike. The first one is a plane shift, Pierce, where from here, obviously what's happening if we're in a setup here and we strike in the heel, the plane or the shaft is moving forward, okay? Yeah. This can happen for a number of reasons. One of the faults that we see is where this early extension, where the lower body sort of moves in towards the golf ball and then the club moves that way as well there. Another one we see from, again, a common downswing fault, this one, Pierce, the over-the-top move, where we get to the top of the golf swing, the club moves over the top of the plane. You can see now it's moving forward, and you can see now the alignment stick's in danger. I'd sort of take that out, but the heel of the club is being offered to the ball first. And I'd probably take the head cover out on the way down as well.
Doubt. And you see a lot of these positions where the handle of the club is raising a lot when you're striking it, by doing the early extension or doing the over the top, or even having a bad takeaway can cause this handle to come in this raised position. So, you know, by having the head cover down there, that's going to combat against that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And these 2 sort of, I suppose, these feedback devices here force you to do better in all 3 of them, don't they? They force a better plane, they force a better position to come back to with that club head, but also they force a better shaft angle there as well at impact.
So I think the key thing is that before, when you set this up, exactly as Andy has got here, even make the head cover a little bit closer to the ball. we want to make sure that you don't hit shots. Not like this, okay? Not with this stick in the ground like this, because if you come down over the top, first time of doing this, and you hit that stick before you hit the golf ball,
You're going to have two drivers.
You're going to have two drivers, and you're going to have sore fingers. So, Andy, with that said then, how are you going to rehearse the movements you want?
So this is what I would do. So I'd get my, again, set up right at the middle of the club face there, swing to the top, and I would rehearse now a downswing where I'm going to make sure I miss or swing well under the alignment stick and return back to the ball, roughly round about the centre again there, making sure I miss the cover. Do a couple of these where I can really feel that club working in low, more under the plane as it will look on camera. And you can see there I'm sort of doing this under control speed as well, Pierce. I don't want to go here and go fast because I'm not in control when I do that. I really want to get some awareness of where that club's coming from. And then what we'll do then is we're going to take this away, and then my job is to create the same feeling but make sure I miss the head cover.
Okay, just do another one for me. So you can almost see, as we said before, that they're virtually parallel, those two shafts. Andy's job on the way down, as he has said, is to make sure he really feels that that shaft is almost coming in parallel. So it's a great visual aid as well as a physical implement in the way, but it's also a good visual aid for you as well. There. Okay, let me take this out of the way. Let me see how good you are hitting out the middle of the club, because this is a pretty simple way of, Anthony, you getting rid of your heel strikes, but anyone else who's watching, really giving you a way of giving you some feedback, some diagnosis on what your contact is.
So all I've got to do is miss the cover. Simple.
I think I should move it in a little closer, shouldn't I? Let's get it in a little bit.
Well, that's nice, very nice of you there. Right, that's no problem for me, Pierce.
Okay, I'm expecting out the toe now.
And it was slightly toe, there's a little draw.
Hard to tell, it was a good shot.
But you know what? That was definitely high toe, but I'd take that with a high draw down the middle of the fairway.
So would Anthony, I reckon.
I think so. Okay guys, so some very simple drills there to help you find the middle of the club face, or even the toe. It's not too bad if you hit it off that toe. That's high draw, Pierce.
High toe, draw.
Okay, post your comments down below. We'd love to see what you've got to say with that, and also subscribe to the channel if you don't. Click the link underneath here for more videos every single week.
Absolutely, guys. And also, talking of draw, why don't you check out meandmygolf.com 7-day free trial. Our new video series, Turn Your Slice into a Draw.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
It does sound good. It does work every now and then. I have had hit a draw after watching it once before myself. Guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Cheers.